the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running.
Saturday morning, I'm walking to get my tools, but check this out, guys. I'm gonna give this guy a shout out because it's 315 custom audio. It's a good knob and it's budget. You know me, I'm all about budget. Well, for this Jeep, definitely. But anyway, yeah, that bass knob is pretty badass. I picked it up from him at Ruckus. I need that. I need this. And this today. Let's get started. I gotta pull that. That and that from each corner. And the controller somewhere on the other side under the box. And if you remember at Jeep Jam, I picked up a really high-end set of rock lights that I want for this thing that are, let me flip around, RGBW. And originally, I was gonna put them on the black Jeep. But the black Jeep's budget, and this rock light kit here, it's only RGB. They are metal pots. It's not like the cheapest shit you get from Amazon. They are metal, and it is a 8 pod set. Pretty dang bright. But I want to use them on the black Jeep because of the fact that the black Jeep's a budget build. Everything's staying budget. And there's a chance that my daughter is going to come back from California and take it at some point. Because I'm doing everything to it that she wanted to do. So when Deb talks to her on the phone and shows her the Jeep, she's falling in love with it. But she's going to wait till I get it Raptor lined and everything before she actually takes it, I think. So I like the higher end stuff for Jangalang here. And by no means did I pick up a set of cheap rock lights. They are made by Redeemed LED, a small business right up here in North Carolina. And I do like supporting the local guy, small business especially. And there wasn't cheap, but I don't want cheap for this, you know. I like having that white function on there, and they are pure white mixed with the RGB, so they're going to be bright as hell. It's cold outside this morning. Deb still ain't feeling great, so I'm going to be out here. I don't know how long this is going to take. Hopefully not too awfully long, but it'll probably take a while. So Deb is venturing out this morning.
I just got to start my Blazer.
Oh, she's going to fire up her Blazer. I done started Jangalang. You know, guys, since I pulled that alarm out, I let this thing sit a week. Because last time I started, it was on my birthday, which was last Saturday. And my battery only dropped from like 15.8 to 15.4.
I was at 15.2.
So definitely, and you know, the amps, when you got big amps, they will draw. But yeah, definitely it was the alarm causing an issue. So I'm going to look for a better alarm, like, I don't know, one of the actual brand names. I keep looking at CompuStar, but the problem I'm finding with CompuStar is they say they don't get no wiring diagram because it's for professional installers only. I mean, I'm an installer in a shop, but I still kind of need a wiring diagram. I want to know what wire goes where. I just don't want to look at a damn alarm and see a bunch of different wires that I have no clue what the hell they go to. So, anyway, if you've got experience with CompuStar, does it at least tell you where to wire, you know, what wire goes where? You know, like, I don't know, you know, power, ground, ignition, shock sensor, you know what I'm talking about. Let me get to work. This is the pods I had on there, which that's probably a couple $100 set of pods. Trying to get this open. Let me be back. All right, I'm back. So here's the difference. Okay, let me get out here and see. That's just a bunch of lights there. This even tells you it's RGBW. And this is a look at this pod. And if we can get a look, yeah, there's no comparison. Like, this is just a way beefier pod. It's even got bigger wire on it. So, that's got a 5-pin hookup. That's got a 4-pin. So it's a lot beefier, and it's a lot heavier, guys. Like, God, yeah, it weighs like twice as much or more than one of them. And if you look at the back, it's all heat sink. Now this redeemed LED pod, it literally comes with a nut and a bolt to mount it. Yeah, that's wild. I'm using self tappers, guys. I'm gonna need some longer screws to mount these. So, and the problem is, there's no way back here, there's no way for me to get in there to mount it with anything other than a self tapper. Up here, possibly pop the hood, I can do it, but in the back, it's no bueno. No bueno. But man, it's a good looking pod. So, yeah, it comes with a remote. It comes with a way bigger power wire, guys. Like, that is monstrous. And the guy told me point blank that I got these from, that they have everything in the kit that I need. He knew the vehicle, and he put me a couple extra extensions in there. But yeah, he said everything you need is right here. So, like, he basically knows, and you buy a kit from him, he knows the vehicle. I put JAL on it, but yeah, he kind of knows how long the cable is that comes with it. And this is a lot of cable. I'm terrible at camera today. It's a lot of cable compared to your cheaper, your cheaper China quality shit. So anyway, I'm gonna go in and look for longer screws, some self tappers, and if I don't have any, then I'm gonna have to go to Harbor Freight. And the bad thing is, I took a 2 pod per corner off. I'm putting 3 pod per corner on. So, it's gonna be more work. Which, I mean, don't get me wrong, I took all these off in about 20 minutes. But it's probably gonna take me a couple hours to install these other ones. So, it is what it is, guys. I'm gonna go look for screws. I got my dog out here today. I don't know if you can see, I don't know where the camera angle is at, but I'll be honest, he's being a menace. Like, that dog, he's still like, he's only like 2.5. So he's still in the puppy phase, kind of, where his brain he can't focus on anything. It's like he's got extreme ADHD. I like the dog, but extreme ADHD. He's just go, go, go. I'll put it like this, he'll be tired of being outside. And I can let him in the back door here when I go in. And if I walk toward the front door, he's already hyped up, hyper, ready to go back out. Just going straight through the house. Yeah. Anyway, I need to get to work. I got 1 pod mounted up there, but check this shit out. And you don't get this with Amazon likes. You don't. And that's why the guy was like, oh yeah, there's enough cable there to do your Jeep. Yeah, he knew. That's why he knew. And as I said before, this ain't a cheap set of lights by no means, but quality, and you're paying extra for that quality. I'm gonna get back to work and try to get these all mounted. So, bear with me, guys. I got 3 pods mounted. But when you're beside the Jeep, really, you can't see them. You kind of can, but it is what it is. I got them wires ran to there. I don't think I'm gonna need any extensions at all. So, I got the front 3 on the other side mounted. Hi, Debbers. So what I'm getting ready to do now is run these wires back to there, and then I'm gonna put the backs on and run them. But I'm just kind of doing this as I go. Like mount the pods, run the wires, mount the pods, run the wires. And then, oh, I'll put the control box in the front seat. The controller and the extensions. Yeah, I'll figure this out when I get to it. But that's a pretty big power wire they have on here. Like, I'm kind of impressed. We'll get to it though. I'll be back. Still wiring away, so now I'm starting to mount the back pods. And I left that one zip tie there. I truly am a monster, ain't I? That's terrible. I can't believe I didn't catch that, but it's been there for years. Anyway, getting ready to mount the back ones. I got the wire tightened up to mid-vehicle and hanging there from both sides. I'm gonna go in the floorboard here. I had a rust hole there, and at one point before this thing was walled, my uncle actually threw a Gatorade bottle out it. He littered. Bad uncle, but that's how big the rust hole was. I fixed it with fiberglass and put Vibraflex over it, but I left the hole big enough to run my LED rock light wires through because the controller's under there. I'm getting ready to pull it out after I mount all this and mount the controller for these, and probably on that side over here. It definitely has a loop on it, so I'll probably mount it here, stick it down here somewhere if I can run the wires up, yeah, or wherever it'll reach to this. That should power it fine. That comes straight from the battery. So anyway, get my butt back to work, guys. So they bright as shit, guys. Like, I can see the teal in the broad daylight. Look on top of the tire. Deb's looking through the remote book right now to figure out how for me to use this remote, because the remote ain't synced. But guys, these are just way higher quality. Like, the way everything hooked up and the size of wire here, it's just a lot different than what I'm used to. I'm used to cheap shit from Amazon, and this is definitely not the cheap shit I'm used to. But anyway, let's get this remote figured out and I'll be back. We got the remote thing figured out. Look at that. These things are just so bright. Like, it's literally lit up under the like, good God. Like, man, they're just so bright. I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna change teal, hazel, and everything. Look at this shit. They were, when I showed you a while ago, they were only on like half brightness. And that there is just a light teal. I went from the color rainbow and switched it. Hold on, I'm gonna try something else. Yeah, I got them on some like pink color posting. Look at the front tire up there. Yeah. So yeah, look at the leaf spring through the wheel. If you don't think they're bright, this is in like broad daylight. Look, that's the sun. Yeah, look at that shit. I'm gonna play with these, and then I'll be back when it gets dark, and we're gonna do some walk around with them.
Them bitches is bright.
All right, so you can see that the lights come on, but you can see how it is. But look at this. You can see the shadow that it casts from the wheels. Like, yeah, you see that glow coming out of there. It's like having underglow without having underglow. Like, the back of this Jeep here is done. Look how bright them things are. And part of me wants to turn it on the bright white, but part of me wants not to because it took me forever to dial that color in with my, look at my red door. To dial the color in with my wheel lights and everything. So let me pause here, guys, and I'm gonna turn the headlights and wheel lights and underglow on, which you can't even see the underglow anymore, but yeah, we're not even gonna turn the underglow. And now I had headlights on, kind of pink, and my wheel lights, I can't really adjust the color because I don't have the app. So that's the closest I can kind of get, which is kind of a darker pink, but it looks really good with everything I got going. And I know some of y'all ain't even into lights, but after going to Jeep Jam, I wanted some light on there. But yeah, it's kind of what we got. And them lights are bright as shit, my God. Like, look at that. The magnitude of it. Yeah, it's insane. I had to, guys. I had to see what that pure white light does. And it is phenomenal. The reason these lights were so expensive is because of the RGBW, and it emits a true white light. Like, my God. And it looks kind of cool with the pink wheel lights, don't it? And the pink headlights. Like, that's brighter than some shit you get off Amazon, that's for sure. I'm a ways from it.
And it's still not dark out.
Yeah, and it's still like, look at the sky. It's not dark. So before anybody makes the comment, the redeemed LED, small business. I know somebody's going to be like, that's a $700 set of lights. I know this. I bought them. And I guess, you know, I didn't have to get 12 pods. The guy's like, if you want it super, super bright, do 12 pods. But he told me to do 2 in the wheel well and 1 either like behind the front tire and in front of the back tire. I put them all in the wheel well. But these are not, like, if you're happy with like Amazon or eBay stuff, by all means do it. If you want some real high quality, super bright shit, then Redeemed is going to be for you. If you have a vehicle you take to shows, or you want to run your wheel lights all the time, or your rock lights, I mean, do it. But the price tag, they're not going to be for everybody. And I know this. But Jangalang is like family to me and Deb. Well, to me, Deb kind of hates that thing, but...
But he's not allowed to sell it.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to sell it, but... to me, it was worth it. Because, you know, I had rock lights on there, and they wasn't that bright. I used them because I had them. But it was like a $200 set from, you guessed it, Amazon. And this set here, everything about it is superior. I didn't have to use one extension, not one. And some of the cables are way too long. Like, some of them were just too long. But that's kind of what you get when you buy quality over just some cheap China stuff. And these might be made in China. I don't know. I know they're high wattage. They're a really high watt RGBW.
Nice
now,
case.
You could get like a wheel light kit from Redeemed, or a rock light kit. I mean, he's got wheel lights too, and I want them next because they're way better than what I got. But he does have rock lights that aren't RGBW. The W's the pure white. He has them in just pure white or RGB if you want the color that does all the flash modes. These do that, but I don't like none of them. That are cheaper. He's got 8-pod kits that are a lot cheaper. So check out Redeemed LED. And like I said, it is a small business. This guy's kind of doing this stuff with him and his wife. And one of my friends turned me onto it down here during Jeep Jam. And I'm like, what the hell, I'll try it. And I've had them for 2 months and not put them on. So I'm kind of happy to have them on there. But right now, I guess I need to get this video edited and uploaded. But first, I really need to get pink back on there because I'm not digging the white. I mean, I bought them for the white, but I want that pink color back. It just looked good. Pink looks good with the teal. Anyway, oh yeah, guys, thank y'all for subscribing, watching my shit. Those of you that have used my Down for Sound affiliate code, thank y'all so much. Remember, if you're buying from Down for Sound, which everybody does, my affiliate code's listed, you know, down there in the description section. If you're wanting to buy anything from LF Audio, which that's one of the next things I have to do if it ain't storming tomorrow, is put in my LF Audio voltmeter. This dude's got the most bomb-ass products out there for bass heads, but there again, they're quality. But if you're using that, I got my affiliate code down there too. DJ Dirty Bass, my code's down there. It'll save you some money. Anyway, guys, peace out, and as always, bass on.